Hi. Did you start the stream?
Active. There we go. I have a webcam active on the stream. It feels good. Or not a webcam, a microphone. Which will then quickly become webcam. I just have to make sure my Discord shit's also fine for your end. Because all that got reset.
Seems fine.
Put this full screen. Put this on the video game. Video game. With us. My webcam's a little more saturated than it used to be. It's much less washed out. I wonder if this was more default. I actually prefer it to look like this. I mean, I'm rather orange though. That's fine. People like night mode on their monitor. Alright, after about 38 minutes of technical difficulties, what are we doing today in the video game?
I believe we're making progress, are we not?
I think we are. We did a bunch of shenanigans. And I don't remember if I set my characters back from those shenanigans. Or if it was even a thing that mattered.
I think the only character that really would have been affected would have been, like, Rafa.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. It's been a while. Oh yeah. The boy.
The boy.
He's there.
One cloud. So we talked about how I don't expect you on this playthrough to build Cloud in any way.
I'm not gonna touch him now.
You can, even if you wanted to, if you're like, oh, I want to run Deep Dungeon, because you mentioned, like, okay, we're going to go ahead and run,
Deep
like,
Dungeon.
It's Deep Dungeon. It's a Dark Dungeon in this? Dark something. Point is, if you wanted to run it, and you want high-level characters, rightly, certainly you want Balthier and all that, potentially, at some point. Cloud is not really one of those characters. You can make him strong, but he's not inherently very good, even if you do use his abilities.
Rafa does not need to be a thief.
No, she was a thief purely for jump.
I don't even know what job I would put them on. Low bravery class.
Yeah, I mean, White Mage or finish her actual class.
Yeah, I should finish her actual class. It's true.
Stay as thief to get move +2. Yeah. These are all available options.
We're better off just actually filling skills out. Does she even have any other magics?
Should have a little bit. At the very least, should have some job points to buy it with.
Teensy bit.
I don't know. I usually White Mage secondary for her just because her scaling of her class and White Mage are very similar.
Yeah. That's good enough.
It's nice to have a white mage that has high speed. It's like the main value out of it. A weapon would be nice.
A weapon would be nice. Give him the boost?
I don't really need it, but yeah. You could.
Yeah. I like damage. The healing staff. The doom removal, isn't it, or something? Or is that just the actual heal?
No, it's actually healing.
Yeah, it's the move.
Red shoes are quite good on her, yeah.
So, like, I'm pretty sure I'm just building them, like, identically.
I would build them very differently personally, but their Nether Seer and Sky Seer are pretty similar, yeah.
Right.
He is going
Get up
to...
that save real quick. I don't have to do all that again.
Yeah, their classes scaled a bit differently. It's better with speed.
Dragon. I forgot.
I think Merrick is like objectively better than her, stat-wise.
Fair enough.
He's just more. At least as far as stats, I don't know if their abilities are meaningfully different.
Just kind of looking around to see if there's anything I wanted to do, because it's been so long since last time. I don't think I really need to do anything, though. I think we're just
To
gonna
be clear, by the way, everyone, when Ryan says it's been really long, he means like 8 days.
Yeah. I've had a busy week. Just felt like a millennium.
It's been like 2 weeks because we had issues with the long weekend. But yeah, we went ahead. We did a bunch of side questing. We unlocked a bunch of side characters. So we grabbed Construct. We grabbed Cloud. We grabbed Reese, the best character in the game.
Yeah, Reese seems incredibly strong.
Yeah. Her base class has incredibly good abilities. And she's incredibly cheap to run because she doesn't take any gear.
She does not. So, we have Mountain
Terminus, which is what the boots are named after.
Like Post-Skaz.
An inverted mountain.
And Limbury.
Where we are there going to save the Emoto.
Jump in.
I said Emoto enough times that I got a bunch of clips of Oremo recently.
There you go.
My YouTube feed. So, good to know that they're listening.
It is a mountain. We're either fighting an uphill or downhill battle, as usual.
Maybe both.
It is probably sloped and not actually incredibly vertical, so... Samurai is probably not the best.
I mean, with the scale of the game we play in, we're probably not climbing a mountain, but perhaps a cliff on said mountain.
I shall bring Number of safe characters. Just have any... Oh, this is one 3-man. Okay.
3-man and a 2-man.
That'll be the 3-man.
What are you Ramza doing right now?
Rems is ninja.
Oh, yeah. Got that sword you just got.
That I'm not using.
Aren't you using Sasuke's blade?
I think I'm using Sasuke's blade.
So you should be. It is like a better sword.
I have no idea.
Cloud, though.
A lot of fun friends here. Let me just bring
An adult?
an adult.
Wolf's not a bad idea. Agrius will continue to be one of the strongest characters in the game at this point, and pretty much forever.
Yeah. I think having a healthy boy.
I mean, Beowulf runs heavier armor than her. That's the main thing.
So I'm like, I kind of want to bring the healthy boy.
Fair enough.
Put him right up front.
Can't hurt.
It's good. So I'm like, if it's slopey and kind of vertical, I'm like, Agrius probably isn't helpful.
You continue to not acknowledge that Hallowed Bolt doesn't really care, but sure.
That's true. Highwayman.
Want to pass? Pay the toll. Just tip us your gill and be on your way.
Ruby Tithe.
And those swords won't be helping you here. Lesson ye. Lesson ye?
Trying
to figure out what that he... No, that I understand. The lesson is the confusion. Unless? Is that what he's gone with?
Unless,
yeah, that makes sense. Lesson you wish to pay the toll in blood.
You flashed that, Cap? This Cole's the heretic they're all on about. Bounty on his head's so high, we're like to need a ladder to reach the top. Let's stop with the gelt they have on him. Nim the head on his shoulders, we'll have drink and morts enough for months.
His Glock's the one from the Bills. And no mistake.
Yeah, he just said that.
Not much for head hunting, but Gil is Gil. Mill 'em, lads.
Mill 'em. Gults or Gorts or whatever. Great.
Gelt.
Or that guy. It's just... I think it said out of his mouth. Timothy.
Timothy
the ninja, and he's gonna throw Excaliburs.
Air knives. Is it level 96 for Excaliburs? I think it's level 96.
Alright. What do we got here? Timmy.
Equip crossbow. You love to see it.
With the Macy Slashy boy.
Yeah. It'll be awful to try and operate, by the way.
That's the
think about the logistics. Zone Crusher? Yeah. Damage equal to your own max HP when critically wounded.
It's a lot of damage.
It can be, yeah. We need bravery, A, for it to proc, and B, you need to get knocked to critical health, which is like a really specific circumstance. It needs to happen for it to work.
Yeah. And yeah, wielding a flail and a sword would be really awkward.
A flail and a knife, for that matter, like a short sword.
Yeah, what, the spellbinder, like a ninja blade? A wakizashi or whatever.
Yes, it's like a short sword at most.
Counter.
Aim and counter. There you go.
Jump? Choppa?
It's 2 jumps. He's got a choppa for some reason. I wish he's immune to certain things.
Yeah. No poison or toad.
Tragic.
Geomancy reflexes.
Not bad, not bad.
Well, it's my character. The perspective of this, like, fucked with me just for a sec.
That's you. Yeah.
Artemis bow.
It's not very good. That guy's name is Fox.
This Fox.
Not Falco.
That ain't Falco.
It literally is not. God, Ramsey can move.
I'm almost like thinking I should just take the top of the mountain so they can't get up here.
I mean, they definitely can still get up there, but you would, you know.
Disincentivize it.
Maybe.
Sure that I just hit the ninja twice and be done with it.
So this last stream, we were at the point in the game where I feel like you have all the tools. You make your own decisions. You're an adult.
Yeah. I think I'll go up on the mountain and throw things. And try and get the archers to not come up here. Because I'll also make sure that I'm, like, defended a little bit. Because then the archers aren't going to attack Ramsey. Unless they back up, like, really, really far. And then they're not hitting anyone squishy in the back line.
Not bad. 100% accuracy.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, 100%. I really hovered it on him, like expecting it to not be 100%, and it was. Why did he steal my hat? Go away. Bryce the thief. I feel those. Actually, a little hurt.
8.
Yeah.
Also 8.
8 and 12. I think it was 15. I think we're just going unless they had a height 4. Be done with it. Get him with the holy.
About to be a bad time, friends.
The tile shit on this mountain's all weird because they're all like standable 3/4 of the tile.
Yeah. Edge. Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy's... That guy's certainly seen the light.
Poor men. The heretic! We're just gonna take his stuff, it'll be fine. 3 of his friends turned to dust in the first couple seconds.
They just don't
You gotta
have any
think-
archers left.
You gotta think canonically, right? These fights take place over, like, maybe a handful of minutes at most.
Yeah, it's like the D&D
So, like,
rules where it's like a minute or like 30 seconds in action or something like that in retrospective.
Yeah, because D&D, it's, I want to say, like 6 seconds in action, technically, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, one has to really think to yourselves, right? These guys are like, oh, it's that guy, he's the heretic, we're gonna kill him. And then he turns, and he looks back, and 3 of his friends are just dust.
Yeah. It's like the internet meme of like the scream and the fade away.
Yeah. It's the one thing about this, and it's something that doesn't really work in these tactics games, obviously from like a gameplay standpoint. But like logically, anytime you play this, you're like, at a certain point, these guys need to run, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that initial contact happens, immediately a bunch of them die. You would expect that some of them would just like take off, which is something you do in D&D, obviously, which is the comparison point. Right, in D&D, you try to make your enemies, you know, make sense in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So they will often do that, depending on who's running the game, obviously.
Yeah.
But common understanding for DMs, typically, is that there's a point where monsters typically try not to just die for no reason. Yeah, you need line of sight.
Good night.
Sleep time. Come over and slit your throat in a minute. Oh, no, never mind.
Now what? I knew you'd do that. Why the hat? I gotta go get another one.
This is why, by the way, you carry a lot of extra gear. And the main reason, if you remember back in the early days of this, where I tried to tell you, like, hey, don't sell stuff.
Yeah.
And you were just like, oh, why wouldn't I? And I'm like, you don't understand as you get to the later part of this game, and you're just like 2 fights deep into one of the chain fights, and some guy just breaks all of your fucking gear.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're better off having to, like, hand me down one level than have nothing. You just want to haste them, I know you do.
Just wanted to do something, but like this guy's on like oh, he's on 3.
This is Ramza.
So am I. Ramza as well.
Oof. It's a lot of 3s.
Let's give our friend haste. I didn't look to see when it goes off. 1 turn.
I don't know how you open that menu and not look. It's kind of confusing to me.
Yeah. It's more of like I'm looking at the end result and not the means.
No, it's more like when I open the like menus like this, like obviously I play a lot of these kind of games, so it's very different for me. But like when I look at it, like I don't consider in my head, like, how do I describe it? It's a foreign concept to me that it would open up and you're not reading the whole.
I gotcha.
Right. And it's not that that's a bad thing, again. Like, it's just the way you do this differently. It's just fascinating to see. Because, like, for me, like, the second that pops up, I have the whole thing.
Fair enough.
We screwed up the positioning here on this gun.
Yeah, I fucked it up.
Now you're going to get shot in the back.
Yeah. 27% even from there.
I mean, what kind of gear does he have on?
Golem.
Gonna make YouTube happy.
Yeah.
YouTube loves the golem animation. Up in front of it?
Yeah,
or just go kill him?
Go right in front of him and hit him. No.
Swing.
Oh. It says in my hip.
So yeah, we just roll these guys. It does a ridiculous amount of damage at this point. Shoot him in the face. You definitely would have. Why would? All right.
I'm pretty sure it was fine, but I wasn't like 100% certain.
It's just like. It's the same line, you just moved further away. I don't understand.
I just don't know if it was too close again.
Your range at minimum is 2, so like... Or rather, like 3, like, so 2 tiles away is not going to work. Winged boots. Enter minus boots.
I'm trying to go back to the tavern and buy another hat. I think I have an extra one, actually.
I would hope that you bought extra ones.
Put that here, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Singular.
Singular extra hat.
We came very slightly prepared.
Yeah, it becomes a green tile. I don't want to do that. You can picture it right now is I'm going to step back into town, buy a thing, and then go 1 back on this one, and I'm going to end up in the rare encounter.
Yeah, that sounds about right. To the lake. I really like this map.
Probably flat.
It looks flat.
And big. Let's do bouncy strats.
Bouncy strats?
Yeah, bouncy strats.
You have level 33 characters and you're still putting 38s into your party. This is like upsetting to me.
I just didn't know how hard these were going to be. Better safe than sorry. You can go all the way up there, Beowulf. Yeah, so what number of people I should use? Oh, well, at least we have Simon going here in Sicily or in that low 30.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't bring Wolfhilda in this one. I probably should just bring Agrias instead.
Both will kill everyone equally as quickly, but yeah.
Let's do it sword flavored. Sword flavored killing.
4 swords adventures going on.
Yeah.
You're in late post.
I call purple Link.
Cool. You weren't expecting ghosts at the lake, were you?
They description filtered the fuck out of that.
Ghost of the lake. What men of flesh and blood dare disturb the slumber of the dead? Men with aura sight. How do they know that?
They know too much.
We will have it from you. Then at last, with our souls ascend to that lofty plane, as yours rot herein in their stead.
Who told you that?
Why would... I mean, at this point, they might do that. Like, we don't really know, clearly. We have very little idea of how the aura sight works.
What do the ghosts know that I don't?
Clearly, they know something.
It's Boyle.
I really like this map. The big outcropping with the summoner on it.
Yeah, it's spooky.
It's a great map for random encounters, especially when you approach from their side, because you're just on top of the tower and you just murder everything.
It's a war.
It's our son.
Aim to aim? That's gotta be a bug.
That's a bug. That's a bug. That's not possible to do.
This is like ghost aim or something, yeah? And then they brought actual archer aim?
Yes, that would make sense, because I think the knights, I remember, had like weird knight abilities once upon a time.
Yeah. Attack ring in the silken rope. Hole. Joppa.
Hole and Joppa.
Oh, there's just a ghost right fucking here.
Yeah, there's just ghosts hanging out. I think the thought process from a development standpoint that was getting flanked would somehow stop you. Because the mages don't get range from height, there's really no benefit to them being up there.
Bit and dance.
At this point, it would just last waltz, if anything.
Gotcha.
I don't think we can poison them or anything, so... There you go, you're gonna get shot. She still has parry?
Yeah.
Apparently it's enough.
It's champion. It's like a Luso parrying.
Why would you come down?
It's like a Luso parrying 20 heads of dragons.
Yeah, why? I'm just confused why they would come down.
No idea.
Oof.
So it's like in all the fights we get into where you're like, I can't wait for the AI to do like the thing. Instead, it's like two summoners run at me and tackle.
Yeah. To say, you open it up and like drain doesn't work. Just on out there. Not gonna kill ghosts.
I should probably just kill him.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm sure that the backline here can deal with it. Geomancy.
I'm just hoping there's like more than one person I could hit.
Yeah, probably. Bolt probably gets up there.
Yeah,
And they both die instantly. Maybe like 300 damage. Ooh, we're lucky. They don't take that much damage.
But now he's a quiet lad.
I don't know, I feel like if I got struck by lightning, I wouldn't have very much to say afterwards. Wait, really? You're going for this?
I told you we're doing bouncy strats.
That's what you meant. I feel like if you're going to do that, you should really just build a character with, like,
Reflect
an accessory
built in.
that has Reflect.
Yeah. What does your dance do, Cicely? Stop. Well,
We'll take the stop. Killing ghosts with shurikens.
yeah. That's how they deal with the yokai or whatever in Japan, right? Did he just use last waltz? Gas ass and ghosties.
I mean, just fishing for ailments isn't really going to make much difference, and unless you really intend to lower their stats, which I guess is your prerogative. It's a big fucking summon.
We'll find out which one it is momentarily.
How? It was like 90%
Yeah,
every
it was
time.
like 90%.
14? There we go.
But, the thing we can cast.
Leviathan. That makes sense. The lake. The undead of the lake. That checks out logically.
Any kind of a height issue here, aren't I?
4?
Uh,
I mean, what you're gonna encounter is a AoE issue.
yeah. How far does that
How big Leviathan is?
Big boy.
Okay.
Just on that ledge there on the slope. As far as I can move anyways.
Yeah. Spellblade Silence.
It just doesn't reach. Would do.
Right, can you count? Alright, we're good.
I didn't know how long. I thought
are
it was
they
like
immune?
4 or 3. It might be immune.
Can't be line of sight.
Arm bracelet?
Oh, cold hairpan.
Oh, parapet.
Yeah. Probably get her some other way, yeah?
Disable do it when they're already casting?
Yeah.
Fine. Hopefully that 4% doesn't make this a miss.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
The silent stopped Mystic, yep. He's doing work.
It's just funny. This is just like, I just don't really know how to hit because they're all just CC'd. No,
That's not how that works.
Bolt.
One of these days, one day Ryan will
like
come
that
to
line.
terms with the fact that Hallowed Bolt is just the best ability in her kit, and he should just open the menu to that every time. It is not this day. This day he will fight against me, but... No, we're going for the Reflect.
Bouncy strats.
Yeah, why not? Fun fact, because it's unit target, by the way, I'm pretty sure you can unit target him and then move Beowulf potentially to change the trajectory. Well, the screen shake still happens.
Good boy.
Oh my.
Big number.
Or steal somebody else, really, but that's fine.
Yeah, I just found a button to hit.
Not like it's the inherently wrong thing to do. It's just like I'm pretty sure Ramses has got plenty of bravery by now.
He's full.
Oh no! What's up?
Well, I'm a Beowulf to a spot where I think it'll hit, but not too far to the side that I can't bouncy strat. I guess it doesn't really matter. I can just put Beowulf where I think I would like him to go for bouncy.
Certainly just line.
Yeah, that's nice. We just do it the old-fashioned way. Some hits. Now it's time limit. By time limit, I mean Agris immediately gets to run really far that I didn't think she would and go one-shot him.
Next is Geomancer.
Missed opportunity that these don't count as holy.
Yeah, the problem is you'd run into enemies who are like resistant to it, or they could have actually like built certain enemies to actually be able to absorb it and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot they could have done to make this more interesting in that way. Cutscene. You can have this guy.
Sure. Knight Templar Lawfrey. So, you are unwilling to compromise on your position.
Ivalice's reunification under its rightful king was His Grace's most fervent wish. We have no intention of laying down arms until Prince Orinus sits on the throne that is his birthright. You will not steer the helm of Ivalice at your own pleasure, so long as this house stands.
Do you not know who made your assassination of the Duke possible?
I mislike your question.
Mislike.
Larg was felled by a Southern Sky assassin. Or do you mean to say that you were the ones who sent him?
Didn't we just watch a cutscene the last time where he just like killed him?
Yes, that's the
poison,
point, right?
yeah.
Is that he's lying. And
Yeah.
the guy across the table knows that's what's happening.
Yeah, he knows it's complete bullshit.
But, like, he's not gonna say that to him.
I'll not
They're
play
playing
this
politics.
fool's game. There's to be no convincing you then.
Were it our desire, we could crush the Template like an overripe grape.
Grape.
Of that I am quite convinced.
I removed that fine white cloak beforehand. First grapes off to leave a fearsome stain. Tell me, this poison employed at Bessalot, do you know what it was?
I believe it was an extract of moss fungus spores.
So it was. An insidious thing. Moss fungus. It takes a great quantity to kill a man, but the toxin never leaves the blood. The smallest, most undetectable of doses will prove lethal, repeated often enough. Even a learned eye might confuse the symptoms with those of common affliction. Oft as not, the person being poisoned is never even aware. And should they become so, it is almost invariably too late. All those people are dead.
I mean, no, remember, this is the poison they put in the air.
Fair enough. Well, so this would happen at least a few more times if you did.
It's more, there's more to it than that.
Fair enough.
Continue.
Your late Lord Father was taken by malady, was he not?
Do you make some implication? This is the point.
Oh, fair enough. Told you yourself have some knowledge in poisoncraft.
What of it?
I recently learned an interesting fact. I'd wondered if you might be aware of it. Moss fungus poisoning leaves spores in the body. When a victim is buried, they say toadstools spread above the grave. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna figure it out. Forgive me, I digress. Ah yes, there was another matter, a gift from High Confessor Marcel. A gemstone? Every single time. Oh no, Zorosite still? This is more bullshit. It is a zodiac stone, a blessed crystal from Milan. High Confessor wished for you to have it. Please accept it as a symbol of the church's good faith. Plot twist. He's there. So yeah, that guy knows it's total bullshit and what's happening then, eh?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, the Templars, both sides are fully aware of what's going on. Templars are complicit. They, in fact, are the reason that Dysadark was able to get that done. And that's the point he's making, is that he's like, we were the reason you were able to assassinate Larg and got you into this position. And Dysadark's like, what are you fucking talking about? That's not what happened. And he's like, look, we both know that you took that opportunity, and we don't really care that that's something that you did. Like, our goal was to make sure that Larg and Goltana died, and that's what happened. Right? The ultimate repercussions of who took their place afterwards was not something they really, like, cared about. Like, they knew it was going to happen, but it wasn't something that they really, like, sought to plan for.
No.
Other than the fact that Delita is working for them, right? So they might have some idea that that was what was going to happen. And so he goes over to Dysadark and it's like, hey, you know, we got you in this position. Are you going to play along? Are you going to cooperate with what we want? And Dysadark pretends that to place his role, even though both sides know that they both know everything. But Dysadark doesn't know what the fuck's going on with the Zodiac Stones or anything like that. He just knows that they poisoned them.
Yeah.
And then he's implying to him, hey, you know something about poison. You know the same poison we used. You know really well, right?
Yeah, and he's also
your
like...
Your dad died of an illness that looked kind of like this poison, huh?
Yeah, and here's some evidence that is a gravesite about what that would be.
Like, there might be some evidence, and then Zalbag is listening in, because, would you believe it, Zalbag is starting to put the pieces together of like, oh
shit. Yeah.
My question to you is, like, do you know what the implication was? Did you save?
I did just save, yeah.
Yeah, alright, then we're good.
Well, I was going to say, the implication is, well, at least for one side, it's essentially like blackmailing.
Yeah, so like, we know.
Yeah, so
right.
Like, well, we know. And there's like evidence. And obviously they can't just go dig up the body.
Yeah, but if they can turn around and say, well, we know there's evidence that he was poisoned because of this is here.
Yep.
We can undermine you.
And even if that's not even true, it's enough to sway like a public opinion, but obviously it matters how much people care about that at this point.
Well, you have to remember that, like, Barbaneth was like one of the last positively thought of figures.
Yeah.
And he died before all this bullshit happened, so he doesn't really carry that baggage with him. And then on top of that, they turn around and they give him one of the Zodiac Stones, which clearly, you know, there's something going on there. But they're like, hey, hold on to this. You work for us now, is what he's trying to get across. Yeah. And then whether or not Dysadark is going to play along, it doesn't seem like he wants to.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, we're over in Limbury Castle, assaulting the front gate. So, you really shouldn't have done this, but we're here now.
Yeah.
I
can just go back to the save, it was fine.
Don't know. Do you need to be a squire? You might need to be a squire.
More completely bullshit extra stuff that you need to be a very specific class and a very specific timing. With no hint that this is supposed to be a thing.
You're probably fine. In truth, I kind of expect you to die anyway, but go ahead and like put your team together. This is the fight where you learn Ultima.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna tell you more than that, but
yeah. I think that'll be the team. Because there's a castle, expecting big walls. I would do bounty strats again, but I don't think I'll get the opportunity because there's going to be a bunch of archers. So I mean, like, the reality is I'm using WoTL in case there's a height choose. Agris because they'll probably be relatively flat and high density. Lavian because I think it's probably going to be better to have someone that can just jump in there and repeatedly hit for ridiculous range. And then Gun for support character. That's really all there is to it. Obviously I could just do like something really safe and like Beowulf. Take like Jellian and just have Golem up. Stuff like that. But this will be the team. Limbury.
So you definitely do need to be a squire. It's not really a big deal.
All
I'll
good.
point out how we would get it. There will be other opportunities, so it's not a huge problem. This is just probably the simplest way to do it.
I getcha. Well, I can always lose, so.
Yeah, that could happen.
Not a soul to be found. Could the castle truly be abandoned? Door stands open. I mislike this. There's something familiar. Yes. Battle with Cuchulainn, with Bellius.
Guests come to Limbury. I'd begun to think you'd never arrive.
Our favorite vampire friends.
Such a waste that would have been. We've such a warm welcome planned. A kiss you to your grave.
Where do they come from? We walk into a trap. Run in the castle realms and close the door. Defeat all. Rams is gonna get
Indeed.
absolutely annihilated. We get to go. Nice. And yes, they get to go instantly. Alright, what fun things the assassins have. Subdual arts. Was it called that last time?
Yep. You already know what these are. I don't know why you're confused by it.
Yeah.
They're store-bought katanas.
Yeah, I just didn't remember what the stats look like on them. Spellbinders, protect, ring, black magic, and axes. A bunch of Oh, okay. Understood.
I enjoy watching Ryan walk into these fights because he's done zero prep work, and it's going to be interesting to see whether it goes completely awry or if you can just damage through it.
We do enjoy damage. Just being a star at someone.
That's not going to fucking cut it. But here we are.
Being a star at someone and run away.
Look with that. You were pretty far.
Oh god. Oh god. Ram me. No. He's dead.
Yep.
Get him back up. Yeah, sure. These dang old assassins suffocating my hero. My main character.
Unlucky.
Probably should have just hollowed.
Maybe.
I don't know what bio does yet, but I do know this person suffocates my friends.
Ooh. Roll with a good spell.
Need to certainly most possibly get rid of them. Why don't we just run in there and just hit them? Otherwise I'll jump.
I think you're fine.
Flash. Like, run away.
If you would see your sister again, you must fight your way to her.
Oh, they both just leave.
I await within, but I've so little patience. Best be quick. And you win.
Oh. So say I'm like this. I'm assuming this was an all enemies and not just them, but I guess last time they lied about that too.
You skipped the fucking line again.
I did skip the line. What did he say?
I'm coming, Alma.
I'm coming, Alma.
Yeah. And yeah, this fight's trivial unless you are trying to get Ultima.
Fair enough.
In which case it's a huge pain in the ass. But since I know you and I know that you would never do that unless I told you to do it, this was kind of the outcome I expected.
Yep.
That you'd either die brutally immediately or you just out DPS depending on if one of them ran in alone.
Yeah.
Velias and Cuchulainn defeated. We are all that's left. We and Adramelech, who waits trapped in the rift.
Do not worry over Adramelech. He'll join us ere long.
You found a host.
Not I, the stone. The stone chooses the flesh, as it was with us.
Of course. Then all that remains is the revival of the Master. Once that's done, we will have no need of Aura Sight, nor of these vessels. We will come and go as we please. Do we have a host for the High Seraph? Do not tell me it is that girl.
There is but one host fit for the High Seraph. The girl's the chosen. Now we need only find the way to the Necro Hall. The High Seraph's soul.
He's here. I've drawn him into our web. What would you now have me do with him? Ah, Ramza. So long you've kept us waiting.
It's true.
We have a score to settle from Riovanis.
Do not make light of him. He is a worthy foe. Not even Balius could stand before him.
You needn't worry about me. I shall deal with him. You've matters of far greater import. You must find the gate to the Necrohall.
Be at ease. I will not disappoint you. Hey, teleporty lads everywhere.
See that you don't. Now fly. So you can definitely tell that these are the same people that ended up working on like Final Fantasy XIV, because these are like objectively just Astians, yeah. Right? You can definitely see the connection that's happening there.
The more they start talking about like Rift and everything like that,
yeah. Possessing people's bodies, all kinds of ancient magics. We need to resurrect this thing with a host and find its... Not that these are like uniquely Final Fantasy XIV tropes, but because you know the connection exists, you can see it. Oh. Steel.
It's the ninja.
Oh, because it's the
bard.
Every time
move 3. The highly optimized ninja.
I'm interested to see how the next fight plays out. It's your max health minus your current health for damage for vengeance.
Originally a lightning lad, so that'll be the first thing you get him. He has a lot of JP.
For what, Mystic? Who is this?
This is a lad.
He's never gonna use it.
No.
Defense boost was nice, I guess.
Yeah, that's what
make him a Mystic with a gun, but you want him to sing, that's the problem.
Yeah, I want to be a singy talky boy.
And you'd have to give up defense boost if you want to keep the gun. Unless you want him to just be a Mystic that can sing.
Gotcha. What was I signing him past Mystic?
You had him on Mystic to get Bard.
Yeah, but it's done on.
And then you went back to Order because you wanted gun.
Was he just getting defense boost?
Yeah, that's what you have.
Yeah.
There's no reason to grab anything else from there.
No.
And like I said, unless you want to make him a mystic, which is not a problem. You just give up the gun, have him have a bow staff, and then sing. But the problem with that is that you don't really want to have him... Because if you're going to have him interrupt singing, you kind of want him to do stuff that doesn't have cast times, for the most part.
Yeah,
not that cast times are very long for Mystic, but that's...
Yeah, I guess I just didn't have anything to spend on him. Fine.
Well, that's the issue, is you need to be level 5.
Yeah. Right. Jump into the web, as I've been told.
Indeed.
It's not a whole lot I could do to protect against some of the stuff. If we're fighting more vampires, then... Bring up adults. Hmm. Like my main team that I'm leaning towards. I went with this choice because it's castles, so I'm like expecting, again, like long hallways, like maybe slight elevation, but nothing too crazy. And it's gonna be a melee with people with high movement speed.
At last, the hour of my retribution is come.
Where do you hide my sister?
Questions are the right of the victor, Ramsa, not that of a man about to meet his end.
Like this, like mid-afternoon, like late afternoon sun.
What is this room for? There's a throne back there. It's just got two banners.
Meeting hall. Yikes.
Yep.
We can't let that go. That's the most obvious thing. No! They griefed the shit out of me.
Unlucky.
They griefed the fuck out of me. I have a plan.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hey, Ultima, it's a shame Ramsa's not a squire to acquire.
Yeah. A lot of Ultimas coming out. One. I'm gonna ask the age-old question again. Is one a prime number?
No.
Yeah. It's not very good. I'll live. Is he a boss? Oh, he's a regular man.
The Genji equipment.
Good. Dark Knight.
Didn't even look at him.
I didn't even look at him. Warrior sworn to the service of the gods, using the sword spirit ability to release a wave of spiritual power. Yield Masamune. Genjo. Literally the samurai. Get up. Act 2 magic 2.
So once upon a time, it was very standard to steal all of Elmdor's stuff.
Mm.
It is not possible in the PSP version. They made him steal from a bull. Give him safeguard. So what are we doing here?
Honestly thought about just hitting everyone with Holly and just gambling, because there's going to be my entire backline wiping in a moment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I really need to kill one of these sisters, because that crit really, really griefed me trying to get the first one.
The joys of dual wield. We take those, Ryan says?
Yeah, I guess worth it, Beowulf, I'm sorry. Get out of here, vampire. And demon spawn. I did no damage to anybody, but probably Beowulf.
Beowulf takes 500 damage. 338, damn. He lived it.
I think I'm unit targeted, so I just run in the corner.
Yeah. Carry an Ultima with you.
This sets me up pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I'm gonna eat the other one, but I get a lot of value here. That was not the last we're gonna see of them again. Oh no. Yo. Ultima Demon
Ultima.
Magic.
Yay!
Great. Make him not do a thing? It'd be fantastic.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah, I see what you mean by getting Ultima from this fight.
Yeah.
If you really want me to, I can just do it, but...
I don't care.
Yeah, like... There's a bunch of more opportunities that are far more simple than...
No, this is the easiest.
This is
the previous fight and this one. The rest are much more of a...
Fair enough. We've done more dedicated stuff.
Ultimately, it's not that... You're not Ultima ramps all that often, regardless, but... Bonk. We disabled Ultima Demon, nearly dead Elmdor.
Yeah, so I'm like, I just want to kind of finish it. 2-turn Odin.
2-turn Odin. We take those.
Show me what the Ultima looks like. Fair enough. I thought it was gonna look bigger.
Nope. Well, so there's actually multiple Ultimas in the game.
Yeah.
That's the weak one that Ramsa can learn. Crushed it. You are strong. There's no denying that. Is more than I can overcome, so bound with this fragile shell of flesh.
Never really go.
This is another one of those fights that can go really awry if you're not high damage.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought was weird. Is the two assassins just cast Ultima, which is like 200 damage. And I was like, that's kind of lackluster for just running up and one-hit KOing someone on like 400 HP.
Yep. I await you in the Undercroft. It is there your darling sister sleeps.
And yeah, I appreciate, before I read this line, I appreciate him and Ramza getting up and do their dialogue. Read that. You'll not escape me.
Yeah, so what he could do is he could teleport largely. He's just going to go ahead and use his big AoEs.
Yeah, you're just going to run
be
the
in that
AoE.
situation. If they're such that they're notably faster than you, then you'll run into a lot of problems where the assassins will just run in and start one-shotting people.
Mm-hmm.
And then it can go like really sideways really fast. He has Shura Hadori usually.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
So if you're like, if you need to actually hit him with anything, it's like a huge pain. But in your case, your team doesn't rely on that for the most part.
No,
so
I have a lot of ways to get around that.
Yeah.
We didn't really do very much, so I'm trying to continue.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty, let's not make the same mistake I had made. Bringing Beowulf was a super good idea. But yes, this time I will try and space everyone out. Kind of relatively. I have to make them make choices. I imagine it's just a demon fight, so... Well, it's still too kind of awkward to use in the castle. Here's what we do. Bring some range. Be kiting. They can't just run in there and kill the thing they need to be kiting. Now a couple people with at least a little bit better than just mage HP. Shall await your return. I'm gonna say for stream's sake, a lot of the time I'm bringing pretty much the same crew because yes, A, they are broken, B, they are my highest level, C, they're the most respectively, however you want to word it. But their equipment really matches what they're supposed to do. They get a lot of strength in what they're doing, so they just have all these bonuses everywhere. So they're just really good. And I built them to handle many situations. So having the most generic characters to bring is the most helpful going to a battle that you have no idea what to expect.
What we're saying is no balls.
Yeah, no balls. So otherwise I have to bring Healy Monk, and that's someone who just gets ran up on with Suffocate, and now my character build's gone. Not that it would be the case for anyone else, but they can't use anything but Suffocate, or I guess Ultima, so there's literally no point.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so that previous fight is kind of a pain in the classic version if you are the kind of player who wants to steal the Genji gear. Realistically, you're going to steal his katana and his gloves, though, really. The armor is actually kind of mediocre.
Yeah, it's just HP, really.
it looks different, which
It's
is cool.
+2 is exactly what I'd be looking for on like Agrias, so.
Yeah, exactly. Even though that doesn't work, but sure.
She doesn't get the +2 from...
No, this is what we talked about many times, is that you would think that, and they even give her gear that would incentivize you to build her that way, but she does not scale off magic damage at all.
Well, I guess in that case, Eldred would take it then.
Potentially, yeah. You would give it to an actual samurai. You'll not enter the Undercroft on my watch. The way is shut.
Where is he, Ramza? Find him. Who speaks? Reveal yourself.
Naive as ever, I see.
Spin again. Oh.
Ha!
God.
To think my luck's so fair that we would have a chance to meet again.
Argath. I thought you for dead.
Dead? Oh, Ramza. Your mind's as common as your friends. I did not die. I was reborn. Chosen by a greater power. I did not fall before, nor shall I here. That fate belongs to you.
This guy's
Zombie
still a
Argath.
huge asshole, eh?
He's still a piece of shit, even in death. Ironically, if you look at his body, you'll notice that he's got Ramza's old sprite from Chapter 2. Just colored differently. You've no hope in this fight.
You know, these bouncers.
Come, let us kill these maggots.
The fucking arms crossed pose. Get Smith, these guys.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Ramses go first. So, your soul is bartered as well. Your grandsire would be proud.
How dare you, says the fucking weird zombie man.
Yeah.
You pampered and coddled for your earliest days. From your earliest days. What do you know of our affairs? Of being made to toil for another's pleasure, near without reward? Being trod upon even by peasant filth, struggling endlessly to rise back to your feet. What do you know of this? I'll purge this kingdom of all who once dared look down on me. There is no place in the world for the meager.
You'll do nothing of the sort. Great.
So, for anybody who has enjoyed the Final Fantasy XIV Alliance raid related to Ivalice, this is the final boss of the first raid.
Definitely.
Argath Thadolphus.
Dark Knight, reborn under the protection of daemons. Reaches the souls of enemies with a fell sword.
It's a death knight.
Generic runeblade. Mirror mail. Reflect.
Reflect. He's got a diamond bracelet. It's got safeguard. Critical HP recovery with 78 bravery, so it's relatively likely to go off. He ignores elevation, so he's going to be on you pretty fast. His Arts of War.
And steal the sword.
You already have a rune blade. I mean, you could take his sword, I guess, so you can't use Foul Blade, but probably just kill him, to be honest.
So I'm kind of thinking, go get him, Rami. So,
Oh boy.
that's why the other one's metal and not steel. We just hit him.
I don't know why you keep thinking ninjas have steel. That doesn't make any sense.
And
Ninjas aren't thieves. Like it doesn't.
Dead set on my other guy who is the steel ninja.
How do you tend to stop me? You who cannot even defend his own sister.
Can't even figure out what a ninja does.
I mean, you did kill the other sister.
It's
A
true.
son of House Beowulf, and meek as a butterfly all the same. Ha ha ha.
Guard your tongue.
I love that they're like a couple inches from each
Yeah.
other. Worry
Face
not,
to
I'll
face.
soon send you. Worry not, I'll soon send your dear sister beyond the veil to be with you. Just as I did to Lita's.
He runs away. That's what I thought. We're just really incompatible, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So this is going to be incredibly drawn out.
Unless somebody else can get to him, but yeah.
I guess we just start breaking our way in.
Oh, we got the big ice again.
Yeah. 0.
Look at you.
Everyone should be able to get their moves. I'm trying to run my ass over here.
This is a character that would benefit from ignore elevation right here.
Yeah. Just kind of
man.
Jump. Yeah.
It really upsets me that they made the map not line up perfectly. If you see on the bottom there, it's like a lip at the bottom of the map that goes all the way around.
Yeah.
Which means they must have made to the bottom of the map and then built the rest of this on top of it.
Didn't want to hit white. Need to do the Halloween. Kill the demons.
Got him. Turned into a statue.
Statue lad. What's the range on this guy again?
4, I want to say.
4. Just barely out of range. I don't want to get too close to the other demons just to avoid being casted on. This should be in range.
Sure.
Yeah. Especially when you get a disable out. $38's not bad. I think I just take the 78. Not that one. Wrong D. Wrong D word. Hit the up
This is what I'm talking about, by the way.
Hit the up button far too many times.
It's one of those skills where I'm just like, whenever I play stuff with Ryan, there's always been for this long time where Ryan and I play a lot of PC games together, and he'll be the type of person that'll just be like, oh, I don't understand how you didn't see all this information on screen. Yeah. And then I'll play a game like this with him, and I'm like, I have no idea how he opens menus and just clicks the wrong thing. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So Golem's worthless against the Foul Black. It's not directly an attack.
No, it's not going to work against that. It's not going to work against any abilities or spells for that matter, so... These demons are about to cast a bunch of bullshit, so...
Yeah, that's kind of my issue.
You know, it would work as Carbuncle, but, you know...
I don't think the demons get incredibly far. They'll probably get far enough down here. I kind of need Ramza to take the heal for the sake of one of the demons using it on him.
Yeah, possibly.
I think I'd literally just slam it on him.
And yeah, I don't know. It's something for Ryan whenever I see him open up these menus and it looks like he doesn't know what's in them.
Yeah.
But like in my mind, I'm like, I know what all the menus look like before I open them. Like I know what I'm expecting to see when I click on it. And it's just like a totally different skill set from what I'm sure he's used to. It's just fascinating playing these kind of games between the two of us because we played games for so long to this point that we have like very, very different inherent ways of thinking of things. Because like for me, when I think of these menu trees, like there's like an image in my head of like physically looking at them.
Yeah.
Like I can close my eyes and like piece together how they get from A to B in like a chart almost. So Rams is definitely dead.
You think?
I don't think you can heal yourself.
No, my issue is like, do I run in and try and kill him just for the sake of getting another thing down?
I mean, you definitely kill the demon if you can get to it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna die right after if whatever else happens. The turn order. Argath immediately goes
Argath
into
might
Blades,
not
yeah.
kill you because he only did 70 damage last time. So
Guess. That's all us. I'll probably just run in and try and kill it, yeah.
if you can move that far, which is why you should check that before making that decision. But
It's fine, I'm not even...
yeah, I mean, jam your face into Argath and hope he gets hit by the thing.
I wonder how much tolerance it has.
I mean, it depends on if it has friendly fire is the bigger question. Yeah. But why would you throw something?
So,
it's never going to do as much damage as the swords, dude. Yeah. Never, ever.
I guess I just started this demon running.
What?
To have anything happen.
Go hit Argath. What are you doing?
I hit him for like fucking 50.
Yeah, but it's still better than throwing the shuriken at the demon.
I guess.
That's nuts. That's crazy to me.
Probably fire him. Pride Axe is a spell, not a summon.
Nope, no friendly fire.
It's been a while since I had a fight like that, eh? Where we're just like so incompatible, we just can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate. You say it's been a while, but like, I don't know, this looks like every other fight you've failed at.
True.
They pretty much all play out like this identically. Which is to say, you identify a situation, fail to remember that Ramza doesn't have a lot of HP, and then run him into a group of people.
Yeah. I just expected to run him in and kill somebody.
Yeah, no, I mean, you expected that every other time, too, and this is how it turned out then.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
That's not one day I'll not do that. It's one day he'll kill someone and then the plan works.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like at this point, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen, because I know this is the way you think, which is you're like, Ramza can go win the 1v1,
yeah,
or 1v2, but I'm like, but he's a ninja right now, so there's no way that that's true. But Ryan continues to look at Ramza's character and think that's a tank, and then play like that. And I'm kind of, content with watching you do it at this point. So, question. Can anyone on this team revive him?
Yeah, Beowulf.
Okay.
Just need to hit a team in here, because we're going to have to get through the critical HP.
Assuming it procs, but yeah. Hey, silence. Or actually, no, silence works on these guys. I don't know if it counts as spell casting or not. But no, I respect your commitment. I respect your commitment to the bit.
Absolute lad.
It's really fun, too, because I can tell that it's just, like, something ingrained in the way you make these decisions, because even just a moment ago, you're like, yeah, I know, I guess it just worked out like that. And I'm like, how did you not see this coming? Like, it's the same thing again. We talked about it when he was a monk. We've talked about it now. Like,
yeah.
There will be a day when Ramza is wearing heavy armor, and that day will be a day when Ryan is the greatest player of this game, because everything will work exactly how he expects it to work. And much the same problem of him running up and being like, why doesn't he have steel? And I'm like, because you didn't give him steel. Like, what do you want?
Steel. Steel, lad.
He's like, well, ninjas should have steel. And it's like, well, I mean, one of them does, but he's not here. So...
He's definitely is not there. Alright, which does the most damage?
Bahamut.
It's facts, Bahamut would do the most damage.
No, not even. He's resistant to it in some fashion. Lich is your best bet. Unless you have boost from elements.
That's what I was just really gonna check with the lulls.
You don't really have earth boosts. You might have fire though.
These are all gonna do the same 50 damage. He's a tanky boy.
One of them's boosted.
Which has
the dark spell with 31% accuracy is the one that does the most damage against the zombie. That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's not undead, by the way, before you ask. It's outlet's dark.
It's 30% chance to hit? Or was there an effect?
No, it's 30% chance to hit him. Okay. Odin? Did we check Odin? 84. Eh. Well, that is cheaper.
No bath. I think we just can put it on his ass. And run away. Goodbye.
Because his faith is very low, by the way. That's the reason this the way that it is.
Oh, yes. Oh god. The video game's dying.
Yeah, it doesn't like that effect. No.
I absolutely thought that was a good idea. They're absolutely my favorite.
You know, there's a lot of things about this team with like the frame rate drops where they make all these animations, and you can tell that somebody like at the team was like, "No, but I put so much work into this." But then you go and you play the game on the hardware, and it's like the good old days of like PS1 where the frame rate dies and just no one says anything. I guess. Like, nobody in QA or anyone testing, like, thought to themselves to point out, like, hey, so the game runs at, like, 5 FPS during some of these animations. Is that, like, acceptable? Is that fine? And the answer was just, yeah. We just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, people, like, cry and moan when you don't have 120 FPS at all times.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you gonna lose?
I think I might lose. I need all of my characters to kill him. The demons are incredibly annoying.
Yeah. Ryan's team over here that's entirely reliant on the enemy having high faith.
Yeah. He keeps going on that part of the ledge. Just like running all
I mean, your gun wouldn't hurt him anyway. Your gun requires his faith to be high also.
Yeah. These faithless heathens. How dare they?
I mean, he lost his faith when he died and didn't go to heaven and instead became an undead ghoul.
It's true.
I'd probably lose my faith too. Like... 58%. You have not actually raised Beowulf's faith all that much?
No. You can just try it. With the 6 seeds, then I can get at least a turn of buffer to get Ramza.
This is the other roadblock you're kind of running into here.
Because if this fails, I have to run away. That's why I'm like, I don't want to run in to get Ramza and have it fail, and then that's lost.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I need just to stick this, and then...
This is something I've noticed about your current build, however, is that I think once you got over like 2 to 250 or so HP, I think you stopped realizing how different the health bars are between your heavy characters and your... Or at least you started to kind of undervalue it. Because your mages are at like 250 health, which sounds like a lot, but at this point in the game, it really isn't.
Yeah.
And like, if you look at Beowulf, your heavy character with 400, like that's a significant difference in how many hits they can take. But like when you look at the numbers, I guess maybe it just doesn't like seem like it at a glance, and until you run into situations like this, it doesn't really push you to care.
No.
But the fact that Agrius and Ramza both have like 250 health is definitely becoming a problem.
Yeah. I hope this gets her up.
Lucky.
I think it still hits her for like 100, yeah.
Yeah, she's dead again.
That means I can always run in and try to get the Rams up. Without losing my only person that I can res.
Gonna continue to not hurt him.
Go ahead and do some bard song here. I got. Landing a haste would be great. Speed would be really good too. I need like one offset turn.
Yeah. I mean, haste, re-raise would probably help you out too.
Yeah, it's just the people that need it are currently dead. There's gonna be a lot of laming this fight out. I have no idea what these things have been doing this whole time. It's pretty much useless.
Didn't you do the item summoner?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, they're just not doing a whole lot of damage.
Not a Phoenix down?
Did you have Phoenix down? She do. I just entered that really hard though. It's fine. I guess I can run someone else up in there. Well, at least I have a plan now. I just have to get Jellian in there to get a res.
Then Jellian the whole point of Jellian is self-sufficient.
Yeah, it's
She's
more
like
like
a utility summoner.
Yeah, you just drink the mana potion though.
That's why you spent all that time with her on Chemist.
Specs.
Boy, do we not fucking hurt this guy
just
enough.
Don't hurt us. Like, I just have to send something for the sake of sending it.
Well,
I'm gonna have to run in his face to try and stick a res.
Yep. %. We take those. Get some speed. Bards, much more appreciated than dancers because their animation's incredibly shorter.
Alright.
Not on the brink of game over. Boys,
Who do
one
you
of these two
choose?
characters dead. Oh, she lives.
Well, the bard served his purpose right there. I'm just gonna run him over and shoot the demon.
Shoot bangs.
And hopefully we get a better proc than that. Nice. Reading it is like 80. I'm like, yeah, we have like a 1 in 3 chance that happens, right?
It's less than that, but yeah.
Yeah. A schneck.
Flood the castle multiple times.
Alma will be fine. Just big chillin'.
Ramsey gets to the end of this. She's just drowned at the bottom of the castle.
Just her sets a 0.
Clutching it out. Well, there goes his MP. No more casting.
No more casting, indeed.
How much does he need?
It's like 30.
Well, Bard's not gonna get him 30 anytime soon, so.
I just don't remember how much the raise is. So you only get like 10 if I fucking Bard song him.
You wouldn't get enough anyway. Where he dies.
I just really gotta do damage, I guess.
Boy, it'd suck if you proc his critical HP.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, now you get to see what that looks like. Nope.
Yeah, they're done.
Twister? I mean, are there any other options at this point?
No, so I'm like, I just need to hit this guy and Bray dies.
Sable? No. Why? Why must I ever be denied my due? By them! Major Beowulf weakness, having no NP.
Mm-hmm.
If only there was a crystal around you could step on, but no such luck.
No. I have to go drain the demon.
Can you use drain?
Yeah, I have. That's over there. That's Siphon, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't use it because you need 2, Ryan.
Oh, it's like need MP. I guess it doesn't matter. But somebody, because I can't hit him because I can't get up top, so I don't have another fucking thing I can do.
I did know that, yeah. I'd come to that conclusion pretty much instantly.
100 and fucking whatever HP back again. This fucking healing bullshit.
That's why Dark Knight's so strong.
Yes, Blood Sword. Fun time. And yeah,
Get a big proc, Beowulf runs over, hits him, and instantly kills him, and we're fine.
we probably.
Otherwise, Ramsay gets king defeated by Argath. But Ryan manages to beat the Elmdor fight and the twins fight, but not Argath.
Oh god.
Hey, we can see this animation again. Yeah.
Why is this a spell? You know what I really liked? I like color spray, but like times 100 from D&D. Hit him from the front.
I mean, your own choice.
Get through. And
Oh no.
not kill him.
Crit. Get blocked. Well, that's it. Maybe you proc Ice 3 and it kills him somehow? Nope. Never mind. He's full health again.
That is fault.
Yeah, that's why critical health or critical HP recovery is so strong. I gotta be honest, I think you lose regardless, even if they like it doesn't matter that Agrius dies, because I'm pretty sure Beowulf just loses the 2v1. Like,
Yeah, like,
there's dead Agrius and dead Jellian. Yeah, see how many abilities you get. Let's go.
what abilities I get.
Hey, look at all that. Cannibalizing characters.
Consume. Can't even do anything.
That is the thing you can do, by the way. Go out, get a bunch of characters,
Eat their abilities.
and just eat their abilities. Problem is you gotta fish for crystals, so you gotta like save state and such.
Mm.
I mean, we can reset, but
Yeah. It's just gonna be.
he's not winning this fight,
No.
and Rams is gonna either bleed out or he's gonna die. One of the two things is gonna happen.
Yeah. Hit him, hitty boy.
Crushed it. Game over. Argath.
Argath with the sweep with the healing strats. I knew it'd come back and bite me when I have blood sword.
I mean, this is what you're trying to build, by the way. You're trying to build Argath, but Ramza.
Yeah.
Like, you want him to be that, was my understanding.
Well, I was just going for Dark Knight because it's just the last thing. For having a main character that sticks around the whole game. Of course, I go for the last thing.
That's what Dark Knights do. They steal HP.
6. Alright. I think I can get Beowulf. I make him into a zombie so that way he could stop healing.
Possibly?
Guess we try it.
And yeah, for reference, for Dark Knight, if you do inevitably get it, it does get those abilities. It does have a couple unique ones that are different.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Try to figure out how I want to strategize this. Like, I could bring Alicia. Just have her take the damage and the heal, and then it gets reflected. But I don't know what the order of operations looks like. Conversely, Sicily, I just bring in to just debuff him to the floor. Or, of course, just let the bard run and we just sit there and try and cheese it with heals.
you do that.
Yeah, I guess not a lot of stuff I'm changing on these characters. Let's pull my friends back. And bring a lad and run him into range with Argath and try and raise his faith.
You could do that, yeah.
Grasping for straws here.
You could drop his bravery.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just trying to debuff him to the floor.
These are all options.
Yeah, I guess we'll try it like this, just because Sicily's going to get on that ledge really easily. Wolfhild will be a much easier support to handle. And then I'm just bringing the 2 tanks, so I can just heal each other infinitely. And praying that's enough to cheese out his own healing.
Fair enough.
Having the combo of white magic and chakra on a character that's reflecting the damage. I'm also just curious what this order of operations look like. Potential this is a complete throw.
You didn't save?
I didn't save.
Cool.
That's fine. Alright, let's get through this real fast.
I thought he loaded the wrong save, one of the two.
Yeah, it's either or the wrong one. I feel like it would have made me save after the last one. Because there's a cutscene after this or something, isn't there? No, it just goes right into our guess. No. I was thinking of the conversation with this guy is actually. It's funny because I placed my team exactly as I did before. That's gonna get half of them cleaved by more fucking Sam.
Well, this fight's over.
Yeah.
I mean, there are worse things that could have happened, I guess.
We just need to kill this guy and it ends.
Yep. 500 HP, sure. Hadori, 17%. This looks like your time.
Great.
Remember when I mentioned he's Shira Hadori, and if you need to use any sort of physical attacks on him, it's a nightmare? Yeah, well. This is where we YOLO wholly into the whole team and hope that it kills everyone.
I don't think it even does. Pretty over already, because I can't get enough cures in time when they're all just spam casting at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you could potentially get charge time to a particular thing and then cast, like, full Curaga on everybody. That's your alternative option.
Yeah. Alright, everyone, we need a reset. Great.
Time to go get hit by Ultima on your own. Well, Heavy Monk.
They don't do any damage. An issue.
Probably not. They also don't fucking hit him, so...
No. Or a blast.
47%. I'd fucking punch her at this point, but sure.
I'm sure the punch does less damage.
It might. But it's either that or you stand still on top of Feldor and see how it plays out. Same damage.
Huh. No soulbind?
No luck on the reaction commands. Definitely has to work that way, to be clear.
Yeah. Should use purification.
Otherwise, two characters with Soulbind would hit each other with Soulbind, and then it would potentially go on infinitely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the game handles dividing by one, but... Well, you lived it. Not about to live this, though.
Scary teleport. Edge. It's over.
Let's fucking go. She's dead instantly. You love to see it.
I'll say, like, I brought the team that is the worst performing into this team. Remember the thing I said about having a bunch of tanks and all they have is one-shots? So it's literally completely fucking worthless. And I'm like, my other tank's also fucking doomed, so I can't fucking do anything. Fan through menus and wait for it to end.
Always reset, Ryan.
Yeah.
You're dead?
Ditch.
I wonder if they won't use it on Beowulf because he's doomed, and they'll try to let him.
Just like in the.
I think we've seen the AI try.
Yeah, that's what happened in the Rendezvous.
Multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they will not. Aldor has perfect or whatever master teleport or whatever, so he has 100% chance to teleport wherever he wants to go. Oh, he died, but the camera didn't move to him. Camera. Dead off screen game. That's awesome. Alright, cool. Cool.
Too bad there's no like chess style like mercy check.
I mean, there is, I guess, for Petrify, technically. So did we just load the wrong save, or did you just not save?
32, 46. I think it was 99.
Yeah, so number 2 is the latest one.
Yeah, that was the one I loaded.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, back to doing fights we already cleared. Love to see it.
First comp I ran. Just choose the positions that way they're forced to attack one side, so that way I get the more damaging side to just do damage. One bait and one attack.
I'm just blown away last time that the first time he popped in, he didn't get any debuffs. Because that's like the main reason why it went so well, is because no one got debuffed and you just killed him.
Yeah.
Normally you would just get doomed and confused, and like this is, and the way that fight played out the second time is what you end up seeing most of the time, is that you just jump in, he confuses a bunch of people, and you just instantly reset because there's no point. He's still gonna hit 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, see here, like, no confuses, just Doom, and your fucking auto potion proc, like, he's dead. There's no... They're gonna start casting Ultima worthlessly, and you're just gonna get to pummel him. There you go, there's the real... There it is. That's... I can't believe they haven't used it on you yet.
They like damage.
I guess. But yeah, this is like the main thing that people usually bring to negate against these guys. It's instant death stop. This is the things that tends to do 30%. Really. I mean, you can certainly try. Maybe shooting them is worth it. Yeah.
Forget a big proc.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's good damage. It's just like, it's not gonna stop them.
So, the question is, we go kill 2 of them.
They'll just be replaced by demons, so there's no real point in doing that. Demons. Don't think that's the answer, but
I just want to see what the damage looks like. Let's just do this. Is 2 is that Agris is Doomid.
Indeed. I mean, the boss is just a DPS check. It's can you do 500 damage in one rotation?
Yeah. Actually, the answer right now is likely not.
Maybe. Depends how much your physical attack or drain does.
Well,
Drain
he's
should be
sure
percentage
Dory,
of
so
HP.
physical attack's gonna be a no-go.
Yeah, so
Drain's gonna be like
drain
80.
should be a percentage of his health. Yeah, so there you go.
A lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
It's a percentage of his health, Ryan.
Fair enough.
It's just like blanketly, it's gonna do like 30 or something percent of his health. I'm not really sure what it is exactly. That's just how drain works.
Well, these two ideas of movement.
5 and 7.
They pretty much kill me from anywhere.
I mean, either that or they cast stop on you, which is functionally the same in this fight.
Yeah. Just having them run up and instant death me is kind of awkward.
How much damage do you do, Jellian? Enough.
Enough.
That's like straight up like the do you do 500 damage in return to whatever they do? And if the answer is yes, then you win the fight. This is how this is supposed to work. Or maybe not supposed to, I don't know if this is the intent. But in my experience, this is how this fight always plays out. He jumps in, he dooms and confuses people. They run in, try and get stop on someone, and then it's just a question of do you do enough damage with what's left to kill him in one turn? Because if you don't, then the second go around's not going to come out better.
Yeah. It's funny how the fight immediately flips where like magic was like the solution really to this guy.
Yeah.
And the next fight it's completely worthless. We are factually saving currently.
I'm watching you do it. I'm proud of you.
So now we're gonna try the cheese strat. We're gonna bring
I mean,
so
cheese strat? What cheese strat?
We learn
the cheese strat, by the way, Ryan, so just throwing this out there, would be to like, I don't know, use your good gear that you refuse to use.
That's true. I could use the good gear.
Here's the thing, right? You could use the nice sword. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's not a big difference. I mean, it's slightly better, certainly,
Yeah.
but it's not going to make a huge difference for Ramza. You could make Agrius back into a Holy Knight at some point and give her the Excalibur from...
Yeah, you can really Excal.
Unless you want to use TG Sid, in which case you could use Sid, which is just a cheese to use Sid in general, really. But you could give the Excalibur to Balthier and have him run in and just kill everyone.
Sure.
You could acknowledge that if Lad is going to be Gun Lad, then Balthier is just better Gun Lad in every way, shape, or form.
Okay.
I throw this out there, by the way. Also, I'm pretty sure Balthier can also use the spear.
That's fair enough.
He probably can actually equip the Javelin and the Ishushin, and then just run in and kill everything. 21 attack, 35 block, absorbs Holy, boosts Holy, and equips Haste. But you're afraid to use it because someone might steal or break it.
Yeah.
Which means it's functionally stolen or broken because it's not
Yeah.
actually being used.
Yeah.
I'm down for not in random encounters, like 100% if you want to take your stuff off and normal. But if you're gonna go through a story fight, like, why have the gear if you're not gonna use it?
Yeah, I getcha. Well, even, well, I guess Excalibur, you just kind of get through story, so I guess it's not really an issue. Some of the other stuff feels pretty cheese, though.
I mean,
I guess they're not even that big of an upgrade. I guess the Javelin kind of is.
Ryan, you get Sid through the story. The game wants you to be overpowered. That is 100% the intention.
Gotcha.
Think about what you just ran up on Elmdor, and he's just like,
Yeah.
he can teleport anywhere at any time, and then his two lackey women instantly kill you with 100% accuracy or stop you with 100% accuracy.
Yeah.
The game is just like, hey, here's some bull, you deal with it and figure it out.
Yeah. Alright.
The answer is you need to have better bullshit.
Send her back to Holy
I
Knight
forget
so
what
she can
we're
use
doing.
Excal.
Oh, we're gonna do that? Alright. Reminder, she's gonna lose like movement distance and stuff.
It's fine. Didn't care about it anyways.
Geomancy. What garbage does she have equipped right now?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I saw the white robe equipped for...
The elemental
Fucking-
resistance for some fucking reason, I don't know.
That's because we were doing the rendezvous and I brought her the white robe for the fucking... the gun section to try and get some damage reduction.
No, well.
So
Doesn't
that's
need
why it's
that.
a lot harder than it should have been. Crystal mails. Get that one. Far right now.
Are you gonna give her the Ashushan?
Let's actually get rid of the. Ah, yeah, this fucking. Well, there's nothing to even block in this because they're all just fucking casting.
Yeah, I just mean like from a character build standpoint. Because if so, then there's no point in giving her the Featherweave Cloak. Because like,
True.
she doesn't need that much evasion, really.
No. Yeah, I guess.
So you could give her that. You could put it on there, and she's 75-50 if that's what you want her to be. Orlando still has it equipped, I think,
Yeah,
unless you
he
give it
does.
to somebody else.
No, he's just got it.
You can take off his crystal mail, by the way, and his bracer, for that matter.
That's true. You can keep Bracer. Reflect. Give her the brazier to do a bunch of damage? No idea what
I
fucking
assumed
good
that's
this
what
was.
you wanted out of her, was that she was going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Are you going to give her the Excalibur or no?
Oh, I thought I did. I hovered
you
it and then
didn't.
didn't go because I hit A on it before because it was equipped on the other guy and thought that's when I equipped it.
Yes.
Forgot
that's
to
what I understand.
Equip
But
it
then you
after I took
exited
it
the
off.
menu and the rune blade is in her hand on screen. That's my confusion.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Much
So
like
regardless of
leaving the
Agrius,
statement.
because I'm more incredibly distracted by what all the other characters are doing. As I need Ramza not just to fucking die. I think Ramza's on demon duty. Because it just takes so
Sure.
fucking long to kill Argath because I'm just getting one, like, outright one shot.
mean,
Agrius
you
is
could
the
just
Argath
not-
fighter.
Run in solo. That's fine.
No. And I will probably grab Alicia for the sake of having a target I don't want to get hit, because they'll just not want to target her. And that gives me a second healer. and then this Beowulf's just tanky. Yeah.
No. My Ramzo is like running around Dragoon, the whatever it is, Javelin 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Just jumping on people, doing 1,000,000 damage. You just equip it and it's 30 damage, and then you get double hands, so it's 45. And then it's like intensely strong. I feel pretty confident that Agrius is going to roll this fight, but
yeah. Sure. I guess I just need a healer. My own kind. I'm just gonna brute force it like this. We have 2 people just sit in the front and heal. Ram's a demon. Agrius swings at Argath and runs away. Of course, if we look for a good ledge strat, then we shall do so.
at least last time I think we covered all the voice lines. So.
Yeah, we covered all of it. At least for this time around, to make this not so just rewindy, at least comment on the fact that he had like the pointy ears.
Yeah, he does have weirdly pointy ears. And like I said, he's like this weird smash of like mangled model character where they're just like threw together sprite work, which I mean isn't like a problem by any means. It's very clear that they're like, look, we're not going to make an entire another set of sprites for Argath again. Let's use the Ramza ones and then recolor it. I'm surprised they put him here. And there's no explanation, by the way. No. He just is here. He was resurrected, again. I guess.
Yeah.
Presumably the Marquis did it for the memes? I don't know.
A soul that's strongly bound to the earth still for vengeance? I don't know.
Yeah, but he died like many years ago at this point.
Move like a couple steps forward.
Right, she has so much HP.
I know.
Why are you afraid? She has like 400 health.
The one time I don't run in and you complain about it.
This is the character you can do that with. This is my point.
The one time.
This is my frustration, Ryan, because you're like, I want to run in, and I'm like, then build a character that can do that, and you just refuse.
Yeah.
And then you run in with every character that isn't good for it. And it's always Ramza, and he's always built wrong at that time to do the one thing you want him to do.
He's always built wrong. Like this?
This is fine, because they're just like casters, so he's just going to run in and murder everything.
This is kind of how I'm playing around this fight, is I was just going to take it super slowly regardless.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just like...
I'm not certain how one-shotty Agrius will be against him, so I'm like, I'm just going to go safe. Keep Agrius in the back, wait for him to get an attack out on the 2 people I've sent in the front for that express purpose.
Yeah.
And then
it's
just
like
delete fucking demons until he's the only remaining character.
I think back to Ramza being a monk and you doing the same thing when we went to save Agrius, and I'm like, yeah, because monk's like a hit and run character.
Yeah.
You run in and you deal a bunch of damage to finish someone, but mostly you're just kind of tapping them with Aura Blast at distance because you're not tanky. And Ninja excels at jumping into a backline and just murdering a bunch of soft targets really effectively. But like being like, hey, let's run straight into the heavy guy on a ledge in which I can only hit him from the front is probably not the answer for that particular class.
Well, one thing I do appreciate about this this fight with Argath is this is like almost exactly as he's built in the first fight against him. He's built as like an absorb tank.
Yeah, he's built as a heal tank, but instead he's like crossbow back then.
Yeah.
But same thing, he's like auto
range.
potion.
Yeah, it's the same thing like this time. He's ranged with the auto potion, like a high block.
Yeah. You'll also notice that this is a reused map, or you wouldn't. If you had done the south wall of the fort, when you assault the fort, they use the same map. I mean, it's not that unreasonable to assume that both castles look kind of similar. They're probably built by the same people, but it's just funny that if you did the south gate rather than the north one when you assaulted the castle, that weird the time where you messed around with Eldred's jump because you wanted to see him jump really high, right? That map. The alternative map to that is this one.
Let's see.
Can you jump out like a ninja and something, like a thief? Bunch of guys with guns shoot down at you. Can't exactly haste her when she already has haste, but yeah, that seems about right. That's a crit. That Grease is so fast.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna sit her on the ledge for when he starts running around and scrambling. Oh, she's gonna run in.
And die?
That was fucking stupid.
So, notably, the AI, for whatever reason, does not get told what your first strike chance is. Like, it doesn't consider it when it makes a decision on whether to attack you, I guess. You can drain.
28%.
28%, it's not great. Zombie, though. You can do it. You want it so bad.
I do want it so bad. Oh my god.
And you landed it.
You love to see it, eh?
Yeah.
Now I'm curious to see if he's actually going to heal.
I wonder. I don't know if it works like against critical HP recovery or not.
I guess we're gonna find out. Potentially.
Yeah, I mean,
point flip it.
You get him to critical health, but I'm pretty sure Aggers just fucking kills him in a second. But
yeah, he's got to run really far away. So yeah, this is the kind of thing I wanted. Yeah,
it still heals him. Okay. I was gonna say.
Oh, Siphon doesn't fucking proc on that. That's dumb.
Yeah. That might still proc for that attack. It's just that I don't know if it's probably based on your bravery for Soulbind to proc.
Gotcha.
Right, I swear to God.
What?
If stop throwing things, just kill them with the swords.
I don't want to run in because then Argos going to run back here and hit me. Potentially. That's my issue.
I don't understand.
Wow, run in and hit him.
It's so bad. The throw is so bad. You do like 400 damage per swing, and you're just like, no. Let me do a quarter of that for the same amount of chance.
Yeah. Well, what fun thing can we cast on ourselves?
I mean, holy, I guess.
On myself?
You can cast the... Yeah, I mean, you're immune to holy, aren't you?
I mean, on my team, but like none of that, like that one up there.
She absorbs holy.
Oh yeah, she has Excalibur, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You know, this just really fumbled itself into a pretty good move.
Like, you don't understand how strong Excalibur is, man. Like...
I was just like looking for a buff.
Oh
yeah,
my god, the whiff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I forgot. The demons fucking dodged the holy for some reason.
Well, you found a way to make sure she literally can never die.
Yeah.
Just heal her for 400 HP with free holy.
Free holy.
Too far away. Geomancy.
Geomancy.
When in doubt,
Which one is this?
disable.
Wind slash.
Oh, no luck.
No, he's actually gonna cast.
With a cast time. So I'm pretty sure we're trying to get to that door, by the way.
Didn't it say defeat Argath? I can't even.
No,
move
what I'm
there.
saying. No, I mean, like, logically speaking,
Yeah.
I think we're trying to get to that door. Not that you solved the fight by doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think Drain works on zombies. You could just hit him with the sword.
That's what I was just gonna do next.
Or you could heal him.
Yeah, I was
Raise.
just gonna say, he's a zombie.
Oh, it just doesn't work at all. No luck.
Scammed! Yeah, fuck it.
Get blocked.
Absolute
What
scamaz.
shield does he have? I was gonna say the reason why you would turn somebody to zombies for seal evil.
Oh, he's me the mirror mail.
Oh, that's why.
He's
Yeah,
reflect.
okay. That explains it. Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure it does work. But
What
no,
a
the reason you
broad
would want to do that is
Simond.
because I'm.
I knew it.
Well,
Bounce
you could have brought
strats.
up here. Seal evil.
That's true. Bounce strats.
Yeah, correct.
This is not healing very well.
No, you do kind of suck because your bravery continues to be bad. You continue to refuse to raise it.
Yeah.
And her physical strength is also not very good. Because you built heavy monk, and then I'm like, oh sweet, we need to go in and do some stat manipulation, and then
I
you
just
just
haven't gotten
never
around to do
bothered. So she continues to be kind of bad every time you bring her up, even though like the build is fine.
Yeah.
Her stats just aren't there yet.
More importantly, problematically in this fight is one of the things he's gonna do is gonna proc something, I don't think.
Roll
Hit
that.
you.
And
He's
yeah,
gonna
see,
run
that's
back
what
there and
Ninja's
kill.
great at. Ninja, like, excels at just running into soft targets and just killing everything.
Yeah, just let Argath run back there and kill him. It's a pain in the ass to run all the way back there to get a res.
Why would you need to do that? You will hold it.
Yes. Speaking of healing people.
Inquiring minds, or for inquiring minds, I don't make an effort to ask Ryan what he's thinking in moments like this, because I know that he's trying to get to the point where he can cure this person.
Yeah, I want to cure Ramza and Monk. And I looked at the CT and the level, and I was wrong. That's pretty good. They fuck the Monk and heal him.
Okay.
Does the other one have a better stat?
Pause. Pause. Okay, I think we're good. Must have been my internet hiccup.
I was saying, Gucci. I don't see any. No droppy frames.
So it's probably on my end. Yeah, so
I'm just gonna have to heal on him. I'm sorry, I want to heal anyways.
I was going to elaborate on... Oop. I keep lagging.
That's how I keep
I assume Ryan
lagging.
can hear it, I don't know.
I can hear you.
No, I mean hear my lagging.
Oh, the lagging. I mean, I can definitely hear it cut out.
Yeah.
But it's
And
fish
yes,
for the
to
instant
finish
death.
the thought, I don't inquire about Ryan doing arithmetician things because I honestly don't want to know what the math is that's going on in his head. And I'm pretty sure there's none. Pretty sure he's not actually doing any math and he's just totally blind firing to see what happens.
Eldritch
If I'm
knowledge.
mistaken. But I choose not to let that set in.
I squeeze out that DPS. It's 8 more damage. Always confused.
I mean, I probably wouldn't hit him because now he's not confused, but sure.
It's true. I like damage.
It's too late now. Have any damage enjoyers in chat?
Chocolate again.
Boy, do you not hurt.
No, Alicia is worthless in damage. Every time I bring this character, like, wow, they don't hurt. I'm like, I brought them for the express purpose of not hurting. That's why they have soul bind.
Here's a scenario where throwing something at him might work. It might. I don't know how badly compatible you guys are at this point.
I just don't want to run too close and get killed.
I mean, if you run into him with something, you're going to be in range for him to swing on you.
Yeah.
There's no way that doesn't happen.
Let's put myself on a ledge so I can get myself. Dark Road.
Just wondering if it's enough to finish him. Hell no.
I think we're fucking close.
I was going to say, you could have body blocked him potentially. I would probably look to see if maybe the elements are better. Fire, since he's undead right now. Oh. Still dog. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be better.
Yeah. Metal.
Metal. Can't anybody else, so shouting it is.
Yeah.
Scream. Used to be called Scream. It's shout now. It's the fun part about classic Ramza is that if you're like playing the game in the original version and it's called Scream, and you have to like consider the fact that Ramza's just running around the battlefield and a good portion of your turns are just spent screaming at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is like beneficial to him, but it works.
Before I commit to that, can I get number on Argath?
Level 40.
42 and 80.
Do you care? If Argath dies, the fight ends, so what difference does it make?
I just don't think it's gonna kill him. I'm gonna just have a Agris just sit there and keep hitting them while I just heal everybody. So enough targets around him that he'll be willing to sit still.
That's really confusing to me, Ryan.
I don't think I hit him for 150 with heal. If you think I do, I think that's incredibly incorrect.
I think Holy or Flare would have killed him, but sure.
I was gonna say, I don't think Holy or Flare would kill him. Speaking of people that don't kill.
You know, if you don't want him to move and run around, you could just, like, get in his way.
Yeah.
Now we gotta run towards Agrius, I think. Instead.
Dude.
Everybody's speedy.
What was I gonna do? What fucking matter what I was gonna do?
We're all zooming.
Yeah, I gave everyone haste off the start.
Mother, help me. He cries for his mom before he dies the second time.
I'm on my way, Alma. We did it.
It's like half of Ramza's lines at this point in this particular stream.
Yeah. Coin flip.
I'm gonna save my sister.
Doesn't matter who gets in my way. Yes, I'd like to save. Yes, I'd like to save the slot underneath and hit the yes
Please
button.
do? Okay, I'm proud. We're sure.
Yeah.
I could tell Ryan gets slightly annoyed how much I tell him. Like, I'm like, did you save? And he's like, yeah, I did. What are you talking about? And then the one time I didn't ask.
Yeah.
This one time he didn't save.
The singular instance.
I mean, unless you wanted to finish off your Geomancy, which I think isn't done, but...
I thought it was 250 per spell, not 150.
Yeah.
Wow, almost just didn't bother to check.
So you can put it back on Geo if you really want Magma Surge for all the lava that you encounter.
Alright, since it's become relevant, let's get the faith boosting ability.
Ooh, alright.
And then maybe I'll be a little bit more confident in hitting with magic.
Maybe we'll spend some turns casting Steel on our tank monk at some point. That's
very random encounters.
I mean, you could literally do it any time, but sure.
Yeah.
I love the 99 experience. That's freaking tragedy.
No, they've literally got fuck all. All they did was chakra themselves.
Soldier.
Did I learn anything? I already checked this menu, didn't I? Yeah.
The cloud in there.
Okay, Quicks. Quicks arithmetics, is that? No.
Yep. You get Gravity, Graviga, Meteor, Quick. Do not. Slowja and Hasteja, I don't believe do either.
No, they're not. Especially Graviga, and I'm done here, really.
And I think it's on to Mystic.
Yeah.
The last set of arithmetics that you can learn.
Any arithmetics at Geomancy? You can't.
No such luck.
Ready.
Niagara's basically a finished character at this point.
As a finished character would do, we need someone that hits the people.
A scary individual.
I'm afraid of what's coming up myself. Ramsey goes in the bank. And there's gonna be monsters, probably. Because there's
Possibly.
one human being left.
I mean, the last 2 times you fought, in a situation like this, where we were considering fighting Luke Cavey, I think you fought them alone.
It's true.
Perhaps this one comes with a team, because he's not as much of an idiot as the last 2, but, you know.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Granted, you fought Kukulane as a group versus one, and then you fought Belias in a duel, basically.
Hmm.
Eventually, it became a party situation, but originally you fought Weegraf in a 1v1.
We'll bring these lads. If it's big boss fight, I need someone who just can't be killed.
So we put
Put
Beowulf just standing way up in front.
Yeah, everyone's like, we're right with you, Beowulf.
Get in there, buddy. We're right behind you.
Go hit him with the fun sword stuff.
We're not even going to send you in with your wife. We're just going to send you in alone.
Just, yeah.
The Limbury Castle, Undercroft.
Elmdor. You fight a battle already lost. Release Alma an endless vain struggle.
How could I release what I have never had? Held.
Hold.
There are but ghosts within these walls.
I don't see any. Oh shit.
But far be it for me to turn away the one Beowulf to grace us with his presence.
Oh, this is where they did the thing. They went to Fungus Corpse. No?
I don't think there's a connection, but
I assume when he said the one Beowulf, he didn't mean Ramses. I thought he meant someone else. Ramp.
Zalera, the Death Seraph. Here dying, join my legion of undeath. Your blood, the rose on unhallowed graves.
Who's that?
Meliador! You fought her before, remember? That's, what's his name? Isolde's, sister.
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
she showed up with the defender
Mhm.
and a bunch of people and jumped you in the city and was like, you killed my brother.
Yep.
And I was like, that's not really what happened. And then you beat her immediately in like one turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Marquis has made a demon. What devilry is this?
Defeat Zalera.
But the Bone Lads aren't pink. There aren't ghosts.
No. I mean, they're skeletons, so. There she is, Meliador. I like Meliador. She's a divine knight.
Save the queen.
Save the queen.
High Knight's different from Holy Knight.
Yes, it is.
Holy Knight versed in both scripture and sword, sworn to the service of the gods.
Yup. With an unyielding blade.
Heck. Was it stat on that? Ah, yes, the crazy block. Not as crazy as the block as the other one.
Sure, but yeah.
She friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, she walked into the room and was like, well, I'm pretty sure that the fucking undead zombies are not the good side of this particular conflict.
It's annoying they're all in the graves.
Yeah, it's almost like they knew that you would try some stupid thing like that. He's supposed to go before you, but luckily Agrius starts hasted, so...
Yeah.
You can check them, they have gear.
Swordplay.
Here goes swordplay.
Oh, these
so remember,
are holy...
These are the unique undead knights.
Yeah.
They're not like scary in the sense they have like unique abilities or something, but it's a weird indicator, right, of like, oh, the game has like an older version or maybe like a different version of knight that they are for some reason. Did we kill? Probably.
The purple one? He said... I don't remember the order of these. I think the red one's the scariest here, isn't it?
Red one is scariest, green is middle, and purple is low tier, yeah.
I might literally just back Agrius up so we don't just get hard focused instantly.
Well, Rems is much further up than you wanted him to be, but that's fine. Agrius is probably going to one-shot almost everything she encounters for the foreseeable future, because you gave her the Excalibur, and therefore she's...
Broke.
Incredibly strong.
Oh no. Nightmares.
There's a 100% chance to sleep.
Doom.
Instead he got doomed. I don't know if the witch is really worse, but here we are. You probably get rid of Doom, right?
I don't think I have a... unless they have Purification, I don't think I can.
You should have Purification, yeah?
No idea. Either way, it still means I'm backing them up.
Yeah, you can just let him die and rise him. It's not.
Yeah.
Height 4 is your option. I'm dead, so you don't really need to care.
Oh.
You definitely can't attack that high.
Let's throw.
You could. Throw's an option.
You could just steal someone once and for all.
Oh, hey. Ryan, remember the
Especially on the character that has first strike.
Yeah, well.
What do you have to say? This is the work of the Orsight? Yes. Do you now believe me? Your brother Islid learned this foul truth and died fighting it. You speak true. My father, Fulmerv, does he know of this? That was a lie. I tried to.
Ha! Before me stands the seed of Fulmarv's loins. What a fucked up thing to say.
Yeah.
So much alike with brother Islid, both heirs of father's Newman unpossessed.
That's a Newman.
Basically, he's saying, like, he had these kids before he gave up his body to the creature.
Yeah.
The sire's flesh, a vessel without flaw.
My father is host to a demon?
Truth dawns within this child's naivety. Who once was hers, now kin to naught but woe. Let not such trifles weigh upon you now. Ere long you shall know darkness deeper still.
God. Holy night. Divine night. Scary armor crush swoosh.
Yep. So, this is kind of the weird thing. She's a divine knight. One of these days you'll figure out how to operate this.
Yeah, I saw that bouncing and I was just mesmerized by it. Go on.
So, because she's a divine knight, she has all the crush abilities, right? That's her thing. As a divine knight, that's her skill set. The problem is that, like, they give you Dark Knight as an option, they give you Holy Knight, and then they give you a Divine Knight, but in the middle of giving you all those skill sets, they give you Orlando, who just does all of those things and is objectively better at it than everybody else. And it's just, like, so fundamentally confusing, because you're like, why even put this character in here? And if you're going to, at least put him at the end of all this, when I've gotten to see each of the skill sets separately, and then, like, you have one character who has them all. But instead, he's just, like, thrown in the middle, and it just feels so, like, crutch-like.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I was gonna say.
Like, people in playtesting or maybe got to the point in the game, and they're like, people who don't understand the systems well enough just can't beat the game, so they have to give you this, like, character you can just brute force everything.
Anyways, I like this heal, because everyone's on a multiple of 4.
Yep. Send it. I don't know. It's one of the, like, greatest mysteries to me with the design choices made in this game, where I'm just like, why would you do like this? Because, like, it's one thing with the game systems, as I'm sure you've come to realize, is that, like, the game is perfectly content with you getting and designing and making very broken characters. And there's nothing really wrong with that. Like, having a player understand the system well and be able to abuse it and become really strong in a single-player game is not... There's nothing wrong with that at all. Right? If you want to feel overpowered in a single-player experience, that's great, actually. But from a design philosophy of, like, how to pace the game from a challenge perspective, it's just really weird. Because, like, even running Agrius here, like, I'm sure you feel it, where you're just like, Agrius is just, like, way stronger than she probably needs to be. But if you're running Sid, he would be even stronger.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's just like a... I don't know. It's weird to say it, but, like, when it comes to a lot of these old games, there just is, like, stop gaps where, like, there's just this one thing that just is stronger, and then they just introduce weaker things to, and you're like, well, I don't know why.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is literally like a... It feels like an emergency crush at the end of development or something.
It just feels like they got through playtesting or something, and were like, oh, like, he's too strong. Or they wanted Orlando, like, in their heads to be this, like, overpowered, like, super strong character. And I don't know if maybe they wanted to, like... It comes across, in my mind, like, their, like, game flow played out something like people playing through the game, kind of naturally having kind of poorly designed characters, losing a number of them potentially to death, instant death, or to permadeath rather. Continue.
Forgive me, Ramsey. I took your words as false. I thought you for an enemy. I may have done the same in your place, but now let us avenge your brother's death. Yeah, I don't know. There's like a number of old games I played where I'm just like, yeah, you just get to this midpoint. This is like 60% waymark in the game. And you're like, here's just a thing you're going to use that closes out the rest of the game till the very end.
Yeah. It just feels like to me where they're like, because permadeath is in the game, I wonder if at a certain point they were running into this issue where players were getting like either like really struggling, and then they would pick up like Agrius or something and maybe lose her, and like in their mind people wouldn't reload or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like wouldn't make a second attempt, and therefore, you know, they would reach this point where they're just like unable to have the resources to complete the game. So they're like, we have to give you this really strong character to potentially like brute force through it if you needed to.
And I even mean in the perspective, like, there's just like an item. There's, like, always, as we were describing, a party member. There's just like a sequence, like a leveling zone, like anything like that. All of it falls under that wing.
Yeah, where there's just like a certain point where you can tell, because I don't know what the playtesting environment would have looked like at this point for Square games. I would assume there was, you know, some extensive level of quality assurance, but I don't know to what extent they were able to test in like real environments or what kind of effort level was put in, especially for something like Tactics as an example, because Tactics is like hard spin-off, like side game.
Yeah.
So I have to assume that like from a dev resources standpoint, they probably didn't throw a lot of testing time at this.
Yeah.
Right, so just makes me interested to wonder what like moment to moment or what a playthrough in a test environment looked like. Like how many people at the end of development when the game went gold, like how many times was the game played through in full prior and like adjustments were actually made based on that, or how much of it was just kind of, hey, we played through it and this makes sense for us.
Yeah.
You know, you could just check if it removes Doom instead of running
just set it in. Yeah, that's fine.
Like, it's fine, but like,
now that we know.
Now we know now. We probably knew before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anytime we come back to these games, it'll always be the case. And I mean, it's the case with video games in general. Like, it's a persistent problem. It's not just stuff like this. Of like dominant strategy, right? It's a kind of it's a word that's been used before, and it's a term that does come up when you talk about or learn about game development, where it's just like players are just going to use the best option if they can easily identify what it is.
Yeah.
Love that they just die.
I know. Oh yeah, haste is what's granted me even another turn here. And I mean, like, even like in games at this point, we've been like 95% of the way through the game jam, and I'm playing it, and I'm like, yeah, this is easy, and I'm like dealing with whatever little gameplay mechanics. I'm like, no, I probably like wouldn't make this really any harder than it is. I'm like, there's even times where I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably make this harder, and I'm like, yeah, because I've just sat down and played it like 3,000 times for like a 1-minute game, and then someone else plays it and they just like literally can't do anything. And I'm like, it goes both ways in that kind of development when you're dealing with like a low amount of my crystal shield. When you're dealing with like a low amount of actual playtesters, the playtesters just get kind of complacent.
I'm gonna break all this stuff because it's sleep.
Fix.
But well, so that's kind of the fundamental problem I have with a lot of these JRPGs in particular, because for a lot of shorter games especially, it's kind of like an apt excuse to kind of be like, oh, well, we didn't really have enough time to test it, or we kind of didn't know, if an entry-level player would be able to complete this, or so on and so forth. And it's kind of this fundamental problem a lot of the time, because in a game like this, the player spends so much time playing through the game that, like, anyone with even the lightest amount of focus would, typically understand the systems pretty intricately by the time they reach, the later parts of the game. Fire Joe, we get to see it.
Yeah, I'm dying here because I forgot to go unsleep my fucking Wolfhilda.
Yeah.
So, send him back. It's annoying.
Lack of Aura Blast is a concern, yeah.
I forgot a melee.
I don't know, because it comes across like there's maybe a lack of confidence in the player's ability to understand the systems.
Yeah.
Because it always feels like the developers play through it and do their testing, and they come to the conclusion you came to, which is that oh, well, I spent all these hours and so much time with it, so that's why I understand the systems and so forth. And therefore, I have to design for the lowest common denominator and make sure that somebody who isn't paying attention, or who isn't capable, is able to clear everything. But then that pass of figuring out that difficulty level doesn't consider time spent, so to speak.
No.
I say this while Ryan manages to find a way to lose this fight.
Yeah, I'm going to find a way to lose because I forgot to actually wake people up. And I've had 8 or 9 blunders of realizing I don't have stone. This guy remained asleep. Fucking, I can't purify Doom. So yeah, I'm this is pretty fucking doomed at this point.
I mean, you have to get her awake. There's nothing. There's no other gameplay options here.
Yeah, I'm if I hit her, I'm pretty sure she just dies. My problem.
I mean, you definitely don't do very much. Well, maybe you do a little more damage on this monk, but not that much more.
She has one
shot. Well,
this is
Purify.
Purify cures, does it? Yeah, cures sleep.
I was gonna say we could have checked that before instead of wasting the turn on Doom, but here we are.
Yeah. Problem is Ramza dies next turn.
Where's everyone before Ramza does die? And we can.
8, 4. Rise. Does it get the knights up?
Probably. Kills that guy. Just convenient. Kills that guy too.
Bitch down there. It's annoying.
I mean, you don't need to get her up. She's a guest, so she'll never die.
It's true. Face down the water.
Yep. It's just floating.
But yeah.
Real tragedy is you're going to miss Ramza and then lose the fight. Oh,
good.
No luck.
I was to say in the game dev life cycle, yeah, when you're crunching for time, those issues happen. I literally experience it firsthand more than on almost every occasion where I'm just balancing. I'm this is just impossible for another player to complete. I have no idea, because for me it's just so easy. It's am I a good gamer? No, it's just I played this for an hour. By an hour, I mean I've done 90 runs of whatever game we're doing. So of course I would be good at it, and obviously it's a small game made in a short period of time. A lot of the tutorialization is just not going to be obvious.
Yeah, and I mean, it comes back to kind of my point of, the amount of time invested in the QA of something like this. There you go, you got the kill. This fight, I can understand there was a lot of development that goes into it, but any of the green tile fights feel very thrown together a lot of the time.
I like that even the undead turned to look at me for the cutscene.
Yeah. Ashmal, bring order here, where I have failed.
And yes, we really did just talk over this whole fight because it was fairly trivial if I had paid attention even an iota.
Yeah, I mean, you have a bunch of undead enemies who are all trapped on the same height as you, so Arithmetician just kills them all, and then they give you a free Divine Knight who's running around dealing 200 damage.
Yep.
Like,
I do have a hat and a shield we got replaced now.
You did break your hat and your shield. It's a little annoying.
Put him to sleep. He just fucking ransack his armor. Dicks.
But no, it always comes back to, in my mind, the Elm Door fight is always like really indicative of like they did not know how to make this game hard.
Mm-hmm.
New music. I'll take her lines because you have to read for Ramset.
Sure.
My mind reels to think such evil power lay concealed within this tiny crystal. These holy relics of the church. I'd thought them no more than strangely colored stones. I knew not that they sought to work true miracles through them. Of course, she has the green one. She's the green girl.
Yeah. The truth was kept well guarded, from you and Islet alike. Even Weegriff knew not of their true nature until he became a Lucavi. It was as I thought. Lord Fulmar guides even the High Confessors scheming to their ends.
What is it they wish?
I cannot see their ends. Were I to judge from Riovanus, they possess power enough already to drive an army to its knees. Yet still they do not use it, or even flaunt it openly. There must be a reason, and that reason is our answer.
Really, they stay their hands for something. The Lucavi are cruel and wicked, and cannot be felt by men. Every tale and legend paints them the same.
So they do, but I have seen these monsters slain. They do not appear to be the undying demons of which the legends speak.
Legends are but stories, embellished with each new telling. Mayhap the Lucavi are no more than ordinary fiends?
Let's pray that you are right. Orb.
I trust the Orosite to you, but I ask a favor in return. Take me with you. I must know what made my father as he is. And there is another thing I would know as well.
What is that?
My father did a puzzling thing. He gifted the Capricorn Stone to Lord Dysadarg, but I cannot begin to fathom why.
You gave a Zodiac Stone to my brother?
Melly, Divine Knight. You're gonna have her join because she's a really strong character. And even if you really didn't want to use her, you just steal the sword because Save the Queen's awesome. And that, Ryan, is your last character.
So we've connected the door of Aldermarsh.
Door of Aldermarsh. So we get Meliadul.
It is high level.
Very high level. It's gonna save the Queen.
Mega shields and the robe's hilarious.
Yep. Starts with Unyielding Blade. 9/9.
Held weapon 6/3. Do these do more damage, or are they just a target?
What do you mean?
Does Crush Accessory deal more damage than Crush Armor?
No, they think they all do the same damage. I can look that up, though.
Funny thing.
They are 100% accurate, though. If somebody has gear in that slot, it is destroyed.
Fair enough. So I should probably get around to the stat minute. At some point here, we're probably going to have side quests to do, I'm assuming.
They do less damage.
Ah.
Crush Armor has the highest damage output.
Understood.
And the damage is physical attack times weapon strength. Unless you break their gear, which will always happen. And if you break their gear, then they do greater damage. They all do the same damage unless nothing's in the slot. And if, for example, they're missing armor, then you get +5. If they're missing the helmet, you get +4. If they're missing the weapon, you get +3. And accessory is +2.
Let's see.
As far as scaling is concerned, she levels HP pretty averagely. About the same level as a knight. Her mana leveling is kind of bad.
She even use mana?
No. Speed is standard. Physical attack is one of the best in the game. She's in par with a Reese. She doesn't level magic at all meaningfully. Her HP scaling is 8th. Right on par with Cloud, Beowulf, give or take. MP scaling isn't great, but it doesn't really matter. Her speed, I think, is pretty average. Slightly above average. Physical attack is right around Ninja and Knight. Magic attack doesn't really matter. So, as far as stat scaling is concerned, she's 14th. Which makes her notably better than pretty much every standard class in the game. But she's probably one of the lower tier unique characters as far as stat scaling is concerned.
See.
As far as leveling is concerned, she's top 10 though. So she will level up to have very high base stats, but her actual class as a Divine Knight is, you know, maybe just slightly better than generic classes.
See.
Also, notably, she can equip Holy Swords, so that can be helpful. Basically, she gears the same way Agrius does.
Yeah.
She scales pretty much identically as well as far as damage output on her abilities is concerned. And Crush Armor is what? Weapon Strength +5. And Holy Blade. So Divine Ruination is Weapon Strength +5, yeah. So Crush Armor for her does the same damage statistically, or has the same base damage as Divine Ruination does. Which means if you really don't like Agrius, you can use her. Although I believe she doesn't do AoEs. I think they're all single target.
Yeah, they look like they're just all single target.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I would hope so. It would be problematic if they hit multiple targets and broke all of their armor 100% of the time. So, now that we have completed Limbury Castle, we did not save Alma. She is not here. We don't actually know where she is. If you look all the way to the left here on the map, you will identify that Egros Castle is our new destination. As you can imagine, it's a pretty significant point in the story coming home, especially with everything that's going on right now. The other thing that you will note is that this is the last time in the game that the errands have popped again.
Oh.
All throughout the map.
Just everywhere.
This is the last set of errands in the game. Not everywhere, but there are quite a few new ones. But as far as finishing off any characters, running around doing any particular side quests or things of that nature, this will be your final pass on that.
Let's see.
So... Let me just bring up side quests here real quick.
Right.
So that is battle 49 we just did? No, that's battle... No. Okay. So we need a little bit further for a handful of the side quests. Okay, so there'll be some more side quests that requires later. That was the 45th story fight, if you're counting.
It's a lot of stories.
There is a... Yeah. There are, I want to say, like 55 or so, give or take. It's probably like 10 more, roughly. Let me see here. Okay. If you want a bunch of elixirs, the marsh has some of them the first time you step on it, but we don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can get the errands up if you want, but functionally speaking, we're going to basically do a pass around the map. There should be new gear, probably, at Limbury Castle, if you can shop there.
Let's take a look around.
Should be new errands and all that. No, there isn't.
What else do Liege Lord?
Pretty sure it's been there a while. You can read it again if you want. Several months had passed since the murder of Cardinal Delacroix, and the question of who would succeed him as Liege Lord of Lionel has been on everyone's mind. Although a fierce struggle for power no doubt occurred behind the scenes, Celebrant Bredmont was chosen at the end as expected. He is known for his genial disposition and uncompromising pursuit of heretics, and most have high hopes for the future of Lionel's new ruler.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely read that before.
Oh god. It's all greens.
Yeah, so, well, it's a new town, so they're going to have a bunch. This is all the ones that it should ever have. There probably is new multiplayer, I would guess.
No. Gosh.
Yeah, All-Star Melee. The Knights Templar was the last one we did, so...
Let's say, I saw All-Star Melee before we even started this section.
Well, at the very least, we stopped at the Knights Templar thing, because that was... nightmarish.
I didn't actually look at these. Knives.
Fair knives, ring knives. Yeah, we're good. Okay. There isn't anything notably new. The Morning Star? The most powerful crossbow ever created. They mean that, by the way. It's the strongest crossbow in the game. There aren't any more.
See.
You do need new shield and stuff, don't you?
I ended up having a spare because I'd switched Agrius back to whatchamacallit, to or Geo. But I should probably still have an extra or two.
Yeah. To be clear, I will just start peeling back the curtain on some of that. Crystal Shield is the best shield you're ever going to be able to buy.
Yeah.
Crystal Helms also. Lambent hats are the highest level hat you're ever going to be able to buy.
Oh, there's a mirror map.
So is Crystal Mail. Black Garb is the end, and Luminous Robes are also the end. So the stuff you see in the shop is the final set of armor that you're ever going to see. As far as weapons, yeah, air knife is the end. Trying to see if anything else is going to pop in here. There is better gear, but you may not be able to buy any of it. Kichi Ichimonji is the best katanas.
Let's just yellow out some of the errands here. But actually, what time is it?
About 5 a.m. We can always call it here.
Yeah, I think this will be
took a week off recently.
Yeah,
we wanted to just kind of
not that
get back in here.
We particularly care about dating when these are because it's a stream, and the dating would be in the fact that it gets cut into a VOD.
Yeah.
The eclipse.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have stuff to do tomorrow.
Yeah, it's really just like going
today.
to see that and then sleeping until we stream again.
Fair enough. But yeah, so next stream, this is a good break point. We went through a bunch of story stuff. We had some reasonably interesting fights. Managed to die and also screw up the process of saving. It was a good experience. It was good to knock the rust off, taking a week off for the holiday. And yeah, next time we can do a loop. I'll get the list of errands up so we don't need to run to literally everywhere and get all that done, but we can go do those, get everybody set up, give an opportunity to pressure Ryan into using the named characters so we can get a little more comfortable with them. And
the timer's fucked. We broke the time barrier.
Yeah, it probably doesn't go over 99.
No, it doesn't go over 99. It just resets the minute.
Yeah. Nobody thought that you would play for that long.
No one thought you'd play this game for 100 hours.
Well,
we have to rate
that must be what happened, by the way.
Yeah.
So one of these saves was past the fight, and you must have just picked the wrong one from there on. Fair enough. Good to know.
Can you write
start paying attention? Yeah. Because you're going to see 9954 and get really confused by the 9902 being the newest save.
Yeah. So yeah, put file slot 1, slap on our Discord.
Yeah. And assuming all goes well this time, we will, in fact, unlike last weekend, be back to finish Lagoon.
Yep. Lagoon.
Heck yeah. Alright, we'll be back on this train. Long weekend was a little bit
Lagoon.
of
I may have remembered from my childhood you can jump over projectiles.
Yeah, Ryan forgot to tell me certain things when I asked him directly what the game wants me to do about certain problems, and he just did not provide me the information necessary.
We didn't ever think to hit the jump button either.
I mean, I mashed the jump button through all the opening cave, and you told me that it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You, in fact, did that. I did do that.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you it might be for melee attacks only, and not for ranged attacks. And by melee attack, I mean it runs into you.
We'll figure it out. I'm not upset. It's fine.
It's funny. It's so funny. It's like me playing Elden Ring and being like, how do I get out of the circles on the last boss? I was like, oh yeah, there's a jump button.
Damn Dark Souls teaching me not to jump.
I know, right? Now it's a plot relevant mechanic.
I don't know. There's one of those little things about video games that people get really upset when the game doesn't have a jump button, and I've never cared. I've never understood the weird fixation with it, but I know for a long time that I used to hear it all the time, especially because I'm the type of person that plays JRPGs, and I would bring it up, and people would be like, well, I don't play them because there's no jump button. It's legitimately a thing I've had said to me. And I'm just like, what? Like, oh, it's so weird, I can't jump. And I'm like, maybe
To
it's
do
because like
what?
Mario like
It's
is all about
stuff.
jumping
Yeah.
and like made people think that jumping is just a thing you do in video games. And like as a result, any action related game that doesn't have a jump button feels weird. Maybe I don't know.
No, no. I can tell you,
I
I
think of
spend
like
all of my real lifetime jumping.
yeah, but then I think back and I'm like, most of these people's like entry level like major exploration game is like Ocarina of Time, which also doesn't have a jump button.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just weird to me. I mean, you do jump in that game, but not with a button.
No.
All the same.
Anyway.
Good stream. Glad we're back.
And
we will crush it out. We're coming to the end. The tactics here. We're on the tail end of the game.
Only 100 hours and a broken timer later.
Yup. That's awesome.
Can't believe that absolutely fucked us loading the save. I didn't think of it at all.
Well, now we know.
Alrighty. Goodbye.
Have a good one, everybody. Signing off.